Good evening. My name is Jared Anderson. I'm an agronomy major from Neely, Nebraska.
Hello, my name is Andrew Drakey. I'm an agronomy major from Genoa, Nebraska.
And together, we're going to take the next few minutes and explain to you how the Ag Department here at Northeast Community College got involved with site-specific farming.
In 1998, the Agriculture Department acquired the hardware and software needed to implement precision agriculture, or what most call site-specific farming. They were able to expose students to the technology during the existing class so they would understand the concept. In the meantime, a class called Modern Technologies in Agriculture was written and added to the agriculture curriculum starting as a formal class in the fall of 2000.
Over the years, as the hardware and software required for site-specific farming changed, the Agriculture Department tried their best to stay on top of their changes and purchase the bare minimum of technology to bring it into this class to give the students hands-on experience preparing them for the workforce.
The time spent on learning to use the hardware and software was very limited due to the fact there was only one unit to learn on per 20 students. The hardware was just the bare minimum to get by and very unreliable. In 2011, the Agriculture Department purchased a new John Deere planter with all the technology to do variable rate seeding.
In order to do this, data from the college farms was needed now more than ever. Upgrading was inevitable. Last summer, the Ag Department was able to purchase 7 AgLeader mobile MESA units to do data collection and provide hands-on instruction in the Modern Technologies class. This short video will tell the story of the project implemented in the class this past fall, with 2 sections of the class using these new units.
The setup of the units was a very time-consuming, complicated process, none of which we learned in training. Next, we practiced and stepped through the process to do the data collection with the units. A cheat sheet was created of the steps needed to complete the process.
Meanwhile, harvest is going on with students using the College Farms tractor equipped with auto steer and the College Farms combine with John Deere AMS yield data collection ability. First, the boundary of the field was driven and the file created with the new units.
Next, each student was required to help pull soil samples at the locations marked using a 2.5 acre grid.
As the project continued, the van decided not to run. The students jump-started it with success until it quit again for good only a few feet later. It is unreliable, and a new method of transportation for doing this project is desperately needed.
The morning class finished their field, and we successfully exported the boundary and points files to the desktop computer and loaded them into the AgLeader SMS mapping software.
The afternoon class successfully completed the data collection of the second field, filled out the soil submittal forms required by the lab to include with the samples, printed them out, packaged both sets of samples ready to be shipped. The boundary and sample points files were exported and brought into the SMS software as well.
Next, we patiently waited for the test results to be returned in an electronic format that could be imported into the fields to create the soil test results maps. While waiting, we imported the yield data collected from the combine harvest into the software.
Once the soil test results were received, they were imported into the SMS software project. This software allows us to layer the yield and soil test results to look for any correlation and possibly help with decision making in the future.
All the data collected is compatible and will be used to guide the variable rate planner this spring.
Site-specific farming, also known as precision agriculture, allows producers to take control of many areas of crop production that previously happened by chance. Site-specific farming makes producers curious about problems in their fields, and it provides the tools to correct many of them effectively. Site-specific farming provides methods to test varieties, input rates, and new products on the farm and analyze the results easily and with confidence. Some growers will benefit from the variable rate application, changes in management, GPS-guided machinery, or historical production information.
The public benefits from site-specific farming as inputs are only being applied to appropriate rates to many areas of the field and limits exposure of excess nutrients and chemicals to sensitive areas. Methods have been tested to minimize costs and maximize benefits so that all growers, regardless of size of operation, can participate if they choose to do so.